Is this on?
I don't know. You're looking at it. No,
It's on. It's working.
Man, I just drink a Starbucks coffee, warm coffee. cold cup of warm Starbucks.
Had a cold cup of that hits you in the throat like a cold cup of hot coffee.
Yeah. That brings us to our first sponsor ever.
Right.
For Explain Everything podcast.
Cold.
Temperature.
We were right there. We got it.
They thought we'd say Starbucks, but we didn't. Neil.
That was what a fist bump sounds like.
In my head, I pictured you just pushing my head into the microphone.
No, fist bump. That's great. Yeah.
That was good. Here's mine. Same thing.
Yeah.
Wow. Fist bumps are universal. Great start. This summarizes our 2019 right here.
This is it. This episode is going to be our favorite.
No question.
There's really who would question it?
I'm going to delete the rest of our episodes after this because I'm like, nothing compares. It's like...
I wanted to listen to those other ones, but did you delete them? Yeah, because this one's our favorite one.
Well, yeah, it's like M. Night Shyamalan. Like, he did The Sixth Sense. It was his best movie. He destroyed the record of all other movies. They don't exist.
Man.
It's the only one he did.
I really wish we could do that with George Lucas.
Wow.
There's a couple
Which one
of
would you
them.
keep?
There's a couple of... Keep Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, did he direct that, though? He didn't direct that.
I don't know. He was around it.
He was around it,
I was around peanut M&Ms, but I didn't eat those.
You weren't giving credit for those commercials. Oh, geez.
Hey, this is our
2000th episode. No, that's not right.
Of 2019. We have made a lot of episodes.
I have made. Did I tell you? You saw it. Did you? I showed you how many YouTube videos I made on that one channel. I made 371 videos this year. I published them on my Tarver Academy YouTube.
Yeah, man, you're getting work done.
It was more than 40 from the year before.
And I actually jump up
in videos, not in quality.
Well,
quality's trash.
Quantity, not quality. Am I right?
That's what they say. That's what Gary Vee taught me. And we talk about Gary Vee and explaining Gary Vee, episode 7.
We're going to explain the best of 2019.
Oh, Neil, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really excited about this.
This is the cumulative. This is our life's work. Really.
This is everything we've ever done, with a little bit of gold sprinkled on it. A little bit of that salt guy. Remember the salt meme guy?
Get liquid gold.
Oh,
Velveeta shells and cheese.
I'm sorry.
That's our other sponsor.
That is. We're sponsored by Shell Station. Shell Gas. Get you some gas, or else you'll be on the side of the road.
Shells and cheese.
Why don't they, like, people that advertise a necessity, why don't they just, like, talk about the fact that you have to have it, like, come down to, the fold tacos, because you got to eat or you'll die. Like, that's a great marketing campaign.
I would do it.
I eat almost every other day. And then I eat the days in between.
Wafer thin. You know who also is pretty thin?
We both, I said something, we both looked at each other like, this is the best you're going to get, isn't it, Tyler? And then we breathed in.
No, I had a good segue on that one. I had a perfectly good segue.
You know who else is really skinny?
You know who's really thin?
Not Joseph Tilley's wallet, because I paid him $25 for this beat.
We should play the heck out of this song.
We have. Hey, he listened to a couple of our episodes.
Really?
Dead serious, man.
Man.
He said he did, because I had lunch with him, and I talked about, he's like, so what's this impeachment thing? I've got an episode on it. So I gave him an episode. He didn't listen. And there was like 3 other things he asked me to explain, and I gave it to him.
What if he's doing it just to check in on us to see if we're
make
actually
sure
still playing the music?
Still playing his music? Well, I did say we talk about you every episode, Joseph. Y'all should check out Joseph Tilley. He's on Instagram. He's a cool cat. He's a crazy cool cat.
Super thin.
Joseph Tilley Music. And then also he's on Spotify. I think he'd probably prefer Instagram, right, over Spotify? He wants your Spotify listens, but he wants your Instagram attention.
There you go.
Is that right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this holiday break, we're sponsored by Joseph Tilley Music, Spotify. Okay, thanks, Joseph, for the beat. Should we get started?
We should.
We have put off this long enough. My words are falling fast, Neil.
Well, this is Tyler does not know what is on my list.
And I don't know what on your list. What on your list?
I also don't know.
I went on your list. I felt like English is the second language. English on your list.
English. So we don't know what is on each other's top 10 list, but these are our top 10 2019 moments that we feel the need to explain to you.
Yep.
And this episode is not going to be quick. This episode...
It's gonna be a 6-hour episode. A 3-hour tour.
Yeah. So how do we want to do this? You want to volley for serve back and forth? We'll go one at a time.
That's the only way to do it. Neil,
okay.
You're better at grammar, so you start us off.
Really?
Probably.
All right, I'm going to say
Best of 2019 coming at you live.
here it is.
Pre-recorded.
This is number 10. These are no
There's not an
particular order, but there's one of those numbers.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown.
Him or the situation?
Just him. He is a situation.
He is his own reality show.
He is now, he's absolutely crashed and burned.
Yeah. And he's still in his prime. Like, he should be playing on a team
right now.
The Patriots have negative amounts of receivers, right?
Yeah.
And they could win
are
a championship.
Desperate, and they won't take it back. So he went back recently and apologized.
Really? I
To
did
the
not know
Patriots
that.
and made a public apology, and they said, "Thank you. That means a lot to us, but not enough to bring you back on the team."
Why not? It's a championship. You have Tom Brady for like
Well, honestly, so
Negative 8 more years.
There's a real rumor Tom Brady wants out this year.
I've heard
At the end.
that because he needs a contract. There's a contract extension coming up.
Yeah.
So they're thinking like, do we give him 2 years because he's 42 years old?
He is.
And so it's
Can't
like,
give him 2 years.
why?
I mean, there's no telling how he's going to do. He's done.
Well,
great.
that's the thing. You're in a process of transition right now. Do you want to invest in him? But we're talking about Antonio Brown. Let's talk about him.
Antonio Brown absolutely ruined his entire career because he can't stop himself.
He said a lot of things in places he shouldn't. Because first he was with the Steelers and he badmouthed Ben Roethlisberger, his quarterback. Roethlisberger, on the shop, LeBron's
Barbershop.
Your LeBron, your twin brother.
Yeah.
His TV show.
Twins.
Kid from Akron. Neil's from Akron. He was born in the same hospital as. Do you know that Steph Curry was born there too?
Yeah,
You don't ever talk about that,
I don't
though.
talk about that.
You don't talk about people who actually win championships.
Wow.
I mean, Steph won 3 of them.
How's it going this year?
He has not lost
All right,
very many
moving
games
right
that he's
along.
played in.
Moving right along. Antonio Brown makes my top 10 list of just you're watching something happen and you cannot believe that it is actually. You're like, come on, man, pull up. You're not. You're going to overshoot the landing. You're not going to stick the landing. You're never going to point the toe. You're not going to make this work. And you keep waiting for him to wake up, and he just doesn't. So Antonio Brown, he
Well, he
makes.
did. It's just a little late now.
I don't even know if he really is woke up.
Or you think he just wants
Is
to
he
play?
woke?
Because I thought he came out and said, like, I don't even want to play in the NFL. I'm going to do something.
If
And then he
you're woke,
realized,
you're about to wake up.
wow, NFL. What?
If you're woke, you're about to wake up.
If you woke, you about to wake up.
Yeah.
I feel like you just quoted, like, ICP or something.
I thought it was Kanye, but I could be wrong.
Oh, that's probably a better and more appropriate place.
All right, how about you?
Okay, my first one, MrBeast on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
He really took off this year, and I love him because I found him, I was pretty early. I think he was in the 100,000 sub range because he was like,
That's early.
yeah, for somebody like him, it was quite I found Casey in his 100,000 sub range. I think he was like 120,000 subs when
That's
I found
going to
Casey
come up on a
Neistat.
Jeopardy show. They're going to say, what do these two YouTubers have in common?
Mr. Beast, okay,
Both discovered by Tyler.
Tyler Tarver before
200,000
200,000. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be my call to fame, be on a Jeopardy question. But I love Mr. Beast. He is a rising star in the YouTube world, and he's I would say he's kind of quirky, but not like, he's not like Zoe Deschanel quirky, like, I like flowers and I have a kitten iPhone case. He's funny because, like, he mocks himself and he mocks everybody, but then also he has kind of built his platform on giving things away. So, like, one time he bought, like, I think it was between 9 and 14 cars. He bought that many cars, and then he literally sold them to people for whatever they asked. Some people got a brand new car for $200. Some people came in. He gave somebody $500 to take a car.
What?
He did all this stuff, like gives it away. He opened and worked
way.
at a bank and just gave people whatever money they asked for, and they didn't pull it out of their account. He gives away money.
I like him.
Yeah, he's really cool. He's given away, I mean, it's been like, I think total of like $3 or $4 million. He's doing something now where he's doing these different competitions. If they win, they get like 100,000 or 10,000 or something like that. That's a big difference. And then, one of them you go to jail
range,
for if you don't pay it back. And then the winner of this ultimate competition gets like $1 million. And so that's what he's doing. And people ask him, he interviewed actually with Casey, and he was like, are you doing these nice things because you want to be nice, or doing it for the views, or are you doing it for, and Mr. Beast was like, why can't I do all of it? Like, why can't I be nice in the way I grow my followers?
Do it all.
And people are attracted to it, and I keep doing it. Like, I want to bless, I like doing it, but also I want to be a YouTuber. And so, the end.
I wish Mr. Beast would have his own Muppet character. Like his own Muppet. 'Cause
He
that-
looks a little bit like.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, you do realize, and we could do an entire episode on this, everyone looks like an animal or a Muppet character.
That is quite the analysis.
Everyone. But
In 8th grade, we attached animals to every person in our 8th grade class. one girl was a smallmouth bass. One chick,
wow.
my buddy Daniel, he was a turtle because he would like lay his head down, and then whenever the teacher would say something, he'd pop his head up like a turtle out of a shell.
Wow.
I think I was a gopher because I forgot my contacts for a week and I couldn't see, and so I'm squinting the whole time.
Picked the wrong week to quit bringing my contact.
Yeah. Picked the wrong week to quit contacts. All right, what's your second one?
I gotta go with Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda. That's good, man.
It is. Let's see. New episode just came out yesterday for The Mandalorian.
Did you watch it?
I have not yet.
I did.
It is they called it a penultimate episode. Apparently, it's a big one.
Something happened.
So I went through and watched a bunch of videos and read a bunch of articles on Yoda or this character. So he's definitely not Yoda.
No. I think he's a clone.
But you think, and you could be right.
But they said something in this last episode, but we can't talk about it because.
No, we can't.
But I don't know. I need your opinion on how I need to reread it.
There are only 3 in Star Wars canon that are ever mentioned or seen. And this is one of them, this Baby Yoda, actual Yoda, and there's a girl that is on the council when young Anakin is standing there multiple times, and she's sitting in one of the seats in the background, and that is the only other mention of anyone in that species. But so he's not whatever. But anyway, so the merchandise that is coming out. So there's actually a huge groundswell of not trademarked or copyrighted actual Star Wars apparel that is out there. Why are you laughing at me like that?
No, I like the use of the word trademark. That was cool.
It's a good name. So it's like not legit. It's not licensed material, and there are people that are selling and profiting from that image all over the place.
Oh yeah.
But I think it's not. Yeah, Baby Yoda.
My first ever meme I put on my Instagram account was a Baby Yoda meme.
See?
Yeah, man, he's changing lives.
He's
man.
worth it. The clicky click.
He's using more than just the Force. He's incredible.
The Chucky milk.
It's no joke. You ready?
Yeah.
The Chucky milk. That's Tim Fisher. So I'm just relating inside jokes to you guys. That's all we do is we tell inside jokes. And thank you for joining us on this magic carpet. My number 2 on my list that I wrote down. It's not second best, but number 2 on the list. Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Dead serious.
So I have it on my list.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Okay.
So, because I wanted to put The Mandalorian, and the reason I wanted to put that was because it is a show that my son and I are watching together. We make a point to watch together. He binge watches like Teen Titans Go and Darkwing Duck and Phineas and Ferb and all these other things. And I'm like, one, I don't want to watch 8 hours of Darkwing Duck. But then also, like, I like it because it's a show we can both be like really into, and we kind of make it a thing now. And we hadn't done that in a while. We did it with the Harry Potter movies after he got done reading the books. And now it's like really cool that we get to do that together. And so that plus the whole scope of having all that in one place for my kids. I'm like, all right, guys, you can watch 1 hour of this, and they watch it. It's so good.
Listen to all of the movies that Disney has put out this year.
Hit me with it.
This is nuts. Toy Story 4, Lion King, Aladdin, Dumbo, Lady and the Tramp, Captain Marvel, Noelle, Penguins, Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man Far From Home, Frozen 2, Star Wars Episode 9, and Dark Phoenix.
That's a lot.
That's insane.
Wait, Disney owns Dark Phoenix, or do they help with that?
It was a partnership, so it's the last time that Sony's with it, but there's a partnership.
So, but they get them from now on, right? Yes. They get X-Men.
Right.
But Sony still has Spider-Man.
It's a partnership there as well.
But it's limited.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So, think about that. So Disney Plus then is putting out movie quality shows on their platform. And honestly, out of everything that they have, I want to go back and see all the old stuff, but that show alone is worth it. Yeah.
It's incredible.
Disney Plus.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we had it. That was our first one. Our first double dare. Double Jeopardy.
Double dare.
Chicken to China to Chinese chicken. Sorry.
Good.
All right. What's next on your list?
Man.
You've already written a list.
I don't know if it. I know I have a list. It's really close to that last one. Streaming platforms in 2019 have given us better content than we have ever. So it's like, I can't just say that it's just Netflix or just Amazon or just Disney Plus or just Apple TV. They are all making us have better quality programming that is, it's upped the whole game. And now people cannot. So it's the same thing that NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox used to do
60 years.
And they're now doing it on these platforms.
Yep.
And so I just went through and looked at the shows that Netflix has coming out in the next month. And they're all like, you're like, oh my gosh, like that's a major like budget,
endeavor,
a major production, and I think streaming platforms were a huge win in 2019.
Which one do you watch the least?
Well, Hulu.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know anything on Hulu.
There's the big ones that Hulu
watch.
has are Man in the High Castle just ended, Handmaid's Tale.
Is it done like the Man in the High Castle? Like
Yeah,
the whole thing
they just
is done?
released the last season. I watched the first season, and then Amanda did that thing where she watches the first episode or season with me, and then watches the whole thing without me.
Oh, yeah,
Because
you're
I'm like,
never
I got to
gonna
edit
catch
this
back
wedding.
up.
She's like, okay, I'll watch 4 seasons of The Marvelous Miss Maisel
Nope,
without
never.
you. That's another one of their big shows on Hulu.
On Hulu?
No, that's Amazon. No, Amazon is those. What is Hulu? What does Hulu have?
Hulu has Handmaid's Tale and has. Oh no, you're right. So Man in the High Castle is.
That's Amazon.
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 So wow, I don't know what
so
else.
it's just
Hulu has.
Handmaid's Tale.
Well,
And then-
Hulu
well,
has
you-
live sports.
Yeah, they do. They've been limited. Who owns Hulu though?
Is it Disney?
It's Disney.
See,
Yep. So they bundle it. Disney, Hulu,
that's
Disney
right,
Plus,
that's
and
right.
ESPN Plus, all bundled. So it's like
Bundle your
Hulu
home.
is their live, like this is what's happening right now. I don't think they're going to invest in it really as their series. It sounds like they're going to invest in Disney Plus as their series. Hulu is for adults, Disney Plus is for like kids, family stuff.
Well,
Isn't that what they said?
all I know is if they could bundle that with my home and auto,
Shelter
gotta be-
insurance. Today's episode is sponsored by insurance. You should have it.
you should have it. Yep. All right. What about you? What's next?
Okay, next I've got the Area 51 memes.
I have. Okay.
Do you really?
Yeah. I put Area 51.
Nice. Okay, I just think it's hilarious. That was the second meme I posted after Baby Yoda
It
was
crashed
somebody.
and burned.
It was so funny.
It's
My
funny
meme
to
did?
watch. No, not your meme.
Wow, man.
No, I'm
Because they would
saying
actually
that
did really well.
It did
so
really well.
Thank you very much.
A lot of clicks, a lot of views.
Got all the clicks. Click, click.
Yeah. Tell them about Area 51.
Area 51 was whenever we almost didn't explain everything on this.
Almost did.
Yep.
You're
And when
right.
I was going to do that show called Tyler Explains the Internet, that was going to be my first episode was Area 51. And I didn't do it because I got busy, with my job. And so whenever my job, they took our jobs. That's from a old episode of a show. So
He's blind in one
he's
eye.
blind and one eye. Secretariat. I love it. I used that quote at lunch today. You did. So Area 51 is where on Facebook, they started like an event that we're going to storm Area 51. They can't kill us all. That was the tagline. And so it took off on the internet.
It's
Over
big.
like 2 million people said they were going to go.
Yeah, they pledged.
Yeah, they pledged to go. We're going to do this. And then the person was like, oh, crud. Somebody in the Area 51 was like, we have guns. This is still
Yeah.
a military site. We
Yes.
will shoot you. And they're like,
The
they
Air
said, what?
Force had to post alerts that we will shoot you.
Yes, and there were like 100 people that actually showed up, but there's that one. And the funny thing is, they broke it out and like they planned it, but they did it like the internet would plan things and made everything a joke and a mockery. So it's like
Yeah.
they said, we're gonna send the Naruto runners. They're gonna run up the middle because Naruto is like an anime where they stick their arms on their back and
It's
lean
so
down.
good.
They've got the Karens are going to they go talk to the manager. They're going to distract them because Karen are apparently an internet thing for women with short hair who want to talk to the manager at restaurants and
Karen.
and grocery stores. And then they got Kevin's with the energy drinks. When the Monster
Yes.
energy drink Kevin's,
Yep.
they're hyped up on the Monster.
All jacked up.
Yeah, that's good. And so
That's
I
how
can't
you would
remember the
hope
rest.
it would go.
Yeah, well, nobody showed up except for like 100 people just like stood around. But
The one.
the one, we do it for the one, Neil.
Yes.
A guy was doing a newscast and one dude, Naruto runner,
Man,
took
he ran
off.
and went right behind. It was perfect.
It was
a
perfect.
perfect run.
Yep.
It was worth it.
We've already got 2 memes in our top 4.
That's pretty good.
That's
not
solid.
bad.
Okay, that's it. What you got? What's your next one? We got 2 that we've overlapped so far.
Yeah, I'm going to say that 2019 was a resurgence for Keanu Reeves.
I almost put Keanu in there.
Duke Kaboom was the reason why I liked Toy Story 4.
That's fair. Did you watch that Netflix movie with it's something about maybe like won't you be my maybe or something like that?
Oh, that's right. And
It was
he
a comedy.
like a date.
Did you
somebody.
watch it? You didn't watch
No.
it. He stole like that movie was good. He was absolutely. It's probably my favorite Keanu Reeves.
Because he's very self-aware. Like he knows he's
of like this legendary
Icon,
thing,
right, yeah.
icon of like.
this legendary thing.
Did you hear that one time my cousin in Reddit, my cousin was stranded on the side of the road and Keanu Reeves like came out of the bushes and had a Porsche and said, "I'll drive you to the airport."
It's very similar to Bill Murray stories.
Yes. I love
Yeah.
it. I'd love that kind of that folklore
Yeah,
of
I
these
like it.
actors. Well, he did it and he was all in. It was incredible. And then John Wick 3, what else?
Well, he's signed up for it and is in production now. I don't know if it can count for 2019, but he's in The Matrix 4.
Whoa, I didn't hear that.
Oh, they're all in it.
The Matrix 4 is coming out.
Yeah.
He died.
Did he?
Yeah, I
Maybe
watched
he was
it.
taking a nap. And
I
it
wrote
took
a
about
paper on it in
20
college.
years. You did.
Yeah, I wrote a
that
paper on
paper.
it.
You're going to get an F on.
Related it to Christianity. I mean, literally, he lays like Jesus.
Yeah,
whenever
he definitely does.
It was a lot.
So Keanu's, he's back. Matrix 4.
Keanu's dope. And then they were going to do a Bill and Ted remake, but I don't think
It's in production right now. They have already filmed it. And this time in 2019,
you just swept me off my
Bill
feet.
and Ted and Matrix 4 are both in production. So, yeah.
That counts.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. Okay. My next one, and we did not clarify if this is like personal or if it's.
I want it to be as personal as.
Here's the thing, man. I'm sorry.
Breakdown.
I watched an episode of Big Bang Theory. Please forgive me. So I would apologize. The finale was this year. I can't believe that didn't make it my list because I don't watch it
I've
at
never
all.
watched
So
that.
I've watched a couple.
Is it a
episodes.
movie?
It's a show. It's a movie. Yeah, but it just happens weekly on a series for like 9 years. So I put the college that I work for. It was OBNLC. We had a new partnership, and we call it NLC College. It's a partnership with ABC, Arkansas Baptist College, and New Life Church. We are now 4-year, and that was a big deal. And that was a lot of work.
It's a huge deal.
And it's a big deal. We have a very unique partnership that is, I don't know of any other churches that have this partnership across the United States.
We
And it's
sat
really
in
cool.
a room full of a lot of the biggest churches in the United States.
Yeah, we did.
And none of them.
Yeah, I asked because I was like, I want to collaborate. We're going through a transition. I would love to hear your thoughts. Raise your hand if you guys offer classes.
Now, it doesn't help that you did say, if you raise your hand, we're going to go outside and fight.
Yeah, I'm going to fist fight you, and I'll give you this.
Yeah.
I'll close one eye. He's blind in one eye.
But you did, seriously, there were no other
No,
churches.
there was one church at Atlanta that was like, we host classes on
Yeah.
campus, but it's not what we're doing. And I was like, wow. I was very encouraged because I was like, you get in your bubble and you're like, you always want more. You want to, expand and do more. And you're just like, wow, we're doing way
You're
more
really
than
doing it, man.
literally everybody I've ever seen. So it's sick. I'm excited. What's your next one?
SpaceX and commercial space travel.
Ooh, Elon Musk.
So it's not just SpaceX, but commercial space travel. Virginia.
Yeah. The state of Virginia. Wow, you just skipped to your next one.
Virgin Atlantic Air, Virgin Airlines has it's a commercial space vehicle that you can. And they've got a massive like a hub and it's like a spaceport. It's out west. It's in like Utah or something like that. Nevada,
course it is.
and I think it's in Nevada. And so you say Nevada or Nevada?
I say Nevada.
Okay.
Which one's right?
I don't know.
What did you say on Marco Polo today? That New
gosh,
Orleans?
here it comes.
I call it New Orleans. That's what I hear in old school movies. We're going down to the port of New Orleans. We're
do you
going to
call
trade
it?
some spices.
New Orleans.
That's what we call it in
is
Ohio.
oh gosh, yeah. Up there in Canada,
You took her?
there are the Great Space Race has really opened up. China has successfully landed a probe on the dark side of the moon. There are multiple missions going to the moon really soon.
Sorry, I got excited. That's
Yeah.
where Megatron's sleeping. Go ahead.
Oh man,
Remember the dark side of the
Yeah.
moon? Go ahead. Sorry.
So
Keep
dark over
going.
there.
SpaceX.
It's just a lot. That has cracked it wide open, and it's not just NASA that is doing it, but there's a lot of these big corporations that are working together. So SpaceX is doing a great job of not just space travel, but they're getting ready for this next wave. And I really think these next few years are going to be really big with just what's going on.
Dude. Okay, question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you'll go to space in your lifetime?
Oh, sweet Lord. I hope so.
That's cool.
I really hope so.
It's what, $250,000 to do it right now? It'll get cheaper.
Yeah, it's at least 250,000. Yes.
Okay, so sorry, man. On my watch, I apologize. I got distracted. On my watch, I got a notification from Yahoo, and it was somebody talking to me. It wasn't like a spam, and I was like, nobody I know or care about's on Yahoo. Jason Hollis.
Oh,
I forgot
Hey,
that he doesn't
Jason.
know how technology works.
man.
He doesn't listen. Okay, my next one, Avengers Endgame.
oh yeah. I got it on there.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Overlap with
Absolutely.
3. Avengers Endgame was, in my opinion, a wonderful. It just there's very few times does the thing that can, and it's not the conclusion. The cinematic universe will continue, which we actually did explain the Avengers the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
We did.
On a previous episode. Download them all today for the free
Get 'em.
price
Go
of
get 'em.
$3.99. And Avengers Endgame, I thought was a wonderful resolution to it. Even with you lose certain characters, I just thought very few franchises wrap it up as well as they did.
yeah.
I mean, there's so many that do not stick the landing like Carrie Strug. I think that they did. I think they Carrie Strugged it. I think Harry Potter Carrie Strugged it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I mean, you think of the greatest show, Breaking Bad, Carrie Strug did.
Absolutely.
And then they even had like a little, Carrie Strug, when she landed her jump, she did that little bounce. Their little bounce was El Camino, which almost made it on my list.
Yeah.
But that was their,
so that could kind of go in with the streaming side of it. The fact that we could get an El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie, we wouldn't have ever done that with television.
Nope.
So this is,
Nope arena.
You're right. Yeah, they did that is probably the best ending of a 10-year project. But we even said it, though. It sets the bar so high.
Yeah.
People are going to compare Star Wars to wrapping up 40 years, and they'll never be able to
I mean, it's the same thing they did with like Hunger Games, and even they tried the Divergent series, which I think went straight to DVD by the end.
Oh, gosh.
And they're like, nobody does DVDs. They're like, go to straight to DVD. We
I
got
think
to
it went
figure
straight
out.
to Sony mini disc.
That's probably what it was. Go on VCD. We're talking about VCDs the last episode.
Yeah.
So, which are like burned DVDs that don't work on most things.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Catching Fire didn't, or not Catching Fire, Hunger Games didn't. And then there's a bunch of other ones tried to compare to Harry Potter. I think that Avengers is now, like DC, it's fine. They're doing okay. It's just everybody compares them to Marvel.
Right.
Stop trying to compare across the aisle.
Right.
Let them be what they are.
They've just announced a couple of things. I don't think they're ever going to try and do this big crossover where they've got every superhero in there, because you can't compare to what they just did. So you got to be you.
Yeah. You know about DC or
DC. They just got to do what they're good at.
Yep, and then just reboot and rechange and switch it up.
Well,
It's a universe that people are familiar with, so you don't have to like say, oh, this is Batman's origin story every Batman movie.
Yeah.
No, sometimes you can throw them in and rock and roll. So there you go. Next.
This is a good year for board games, classic board games, making it over to digital platforms.
Ooh.
Settlers of Catan just went mobile.
Did you play that?
I have played it a few times. Actually, so fun fact, I played my very first game with Abe Smith, Garrett Matsuyama, and a few other people I had never played before, and I beat them all on my first one, and they wanted a rematch with me for hours.
And you said no
and I said
for
no.
12 years.
No, not for 12. Well, that would actually be hilarious if I had said no, ever, never. But I do like that some of these classic board games like Monopoly's doing it. There are some of these games that what they've done is they figured out a digital way to still sit around at a table and you don't have the physical medium of that game. They can do a little bit of interactiveness, but yeah.
So it's like, remember that Words with Friends app?
Yeah.
Where you're playing Scrabble,
Yes.
and that was
Yep.
that was a long time ago.
It was a long
7 or 8
time
years
ago.
ago.
Yep.
And I was really into it, and I realized I was staying up for like an hour at night playing against like 5 or 6 different people. And now, honestly, I don't have any games that I play on my phone at all. Like there's not one game, because somebody was talking to me the other day about like there's a Call of Duty app for your phone, and I'm like,
I've
never
Fortnite's there, PUBG is there,
everything, and
Mario Kart Tour was pretty good. For a
I
while.
played a couple races, and then I have it on there, but it's Titus that plays it, and he recorded a couple for our gaming channel. But like I don't play any games at all. But if I found one that I was like fun and I it was a good escapism and I didn't fall too far into, I would definitely jump on board. So I can totally.
I like it. It's
I would
kind of
want the
an updated-
nostalgia. Sorry.
Yeah, and I get that. There are some that have figured out the combination of both, where you've got some sort of a board, but you're doing something digitally along with it.
That's dope.
Yeah. How about you? What's next?
I wanted to say I almost put iPad Pro on there because I love my iPad Pro.
Yeah.
But I'm not, Neil, because it's been around forever. You realize this? iPads were not released till after Steve Jobs died. Because
For real?
he did not want them. He did not want to do those tablets.
Wow.
Yeah, and then so after he passed, I think a year or two after, they actually launched them. So okay, my next one is I'll put this on here, the college admissions scandal.
I have it.
No, you don't.
I literally do. Lori Loughlin and college admission scandals.
Nope. So we have 4. 4 out of our 10 are the exact same.
Okay, I believe this is what has always been happening behind the scenes, and it's good to finally see it come out in the public.
It has been happening in every walk of life.
Right.
This is not
Bullies.
just. It's not just education; it's everything. Yeah. And I love. There's an educator called Jerry Brooks. He makes these funny videos where he talks in the camera, and he talks about it, and he nailed it with this. He's like, "Oh, this whole college scandal. You know who's surprised on it?
No.
You know who's not surprised? Every educator ever, because
exactly.
you want just a special treatment for your kids. You
Can't
want
get it.
my kid can't have to turn this in on time. My kid didn't do this homework. You didn't do this. I'm like." You're correct.
Yep.
My entire teaching career, it's always people, you should make exceptions for me because I'm special. And I'm like, whatever. Okay, I will because I love you.
I could never get
Not love you, but
yeah, you don't love
this is sarcasm. Like, oh yeah, I love you. I don't love you. You're an idiot. You didn't bring me Japanese food.
Did they get jail time for that?
Why? You would bring your math teacher Japanese food. Did they get jail time? Yes, Lori Loughlin got jail time.
So she's still in the clink.
And much worse than that, she's off of Fuller House, the greatest TV show of our generation.
Actually, that's a gift to all of us.
It really is.
That show.
It really is.
Oh,
Amanda watches it.
No.
Amanda watches a lot of TV. It's the worst TV she watches. That and Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy, they just passed the longest running primetime medical drama in history of TV.
ER used to be the other one?
Yep, I would assume.
I would assume.
Egg on. You know what? What's the scene from ER that's burned into your brain?
I don't know.
That dude, when the dude's in the bathroom, the doctor's in the bathroom and he gets beat up. Dude just smashes his head into the wall and beats him up.
Oh, wow.
I remember two scenes: George Clooney leaving on a train, and that. And so I think every time I'm in a public bathroom and somebody walks in behind me, I think somebody's gonna smash my head into a wall.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember them playing basketball a lot, and I like that.
Oh, that's cool.
In between, like, they go out there. There's like a little court off the side.
You know else who does that?
Who?
NBA players.
Really?
I bet you they're better than these dumb doctors you talk of.
These TV
Watch
doctors.
a real team, man. Fun fact: all those doctors went to play for the Warriors this year. Wow! I love the Warriors. It's an off year. It's fine. Steph's hurt, Clay's hurt. It's fine.
It's fine. It's whatever.
Katie's hurt, but he's not on the team. Okay, whose turn is it? I said that one. So I said the College of Michigan State. We have 4 overlaps.
Yeah.
Go.
For real?
Yep.
The brown egg on Instagram.
I don't know this one.
There's a photo of a brown egg.
Talking about the most liked photo ever?
The most liked photo. That was
this year?
in 2019.
No way.
Yes. Way.
That's the most liked photo. It got passed, though. Didn't MrBeast pass it?
I don't know. Was that his goal?
It
might have been.
Maybe he did.
Let's go find that out.
I'll find it out while you talk about this brown egg, this mythical brown egg.
It was a stock photo of a brown egg on a white background, and the goal was that it would get more likes than anything else, and it did. And basically,
Kylie Jenner is who it beat.
Yeah,
it is still the number one. It has almost 25 million likes. Jenner's is second with 18 million on her post announcing the birth of her daughter, Stormy.
Yeah, but okay, so just to be fair, the reason why we took the like count away on most posts is because that egg was starting to get really, just self-conscious,
arrogant,
super aware. Yeah.
Self-aware. You don't want eggs becoming self-aware because then they're like, oh, who came first? Oh, I did. So stupid.
Self-aware.
It's like Will Smith. He's standing there. He's like, the egg has become self-aware. And he's like, there's like a row of eggs, and the egg pops out and looks at him.
Can't tell
and
which one
back.
it is. Yeah. Oh, gosh.
iRobot.
Yeah. You're going to break a lot of eggs if you're going to have an omelet.
Crack this barrel. Yeah. They throw a barrel. It's Donkey Kong. He throws a barrel at it. This went way off the rails.
Why is this not a movie? I would watch that.
Will, make it happen, Bobby.
Come on, Will. You're the only true movie star.
Hey, that's what Bill said. I talked about that at lunch as well. I say
lunch
too much.
Helps a lot. No,
y'all
you
are probably
don't.
sitting there thinking like, Tyler, do you ever shut up and let Neil talk? Yes. And that's where I steal all my stuff from.
Can I get a word in here? All right, you're next.
Okay. I put another selfish one on there. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay, so there were two things that we talked about in the explaining Google for education.
Yes.
Google Certified Innovator and Apple Distinguished Educator, 2 of the top things you can get from those of my 2 of my favorite companies.
Yeah.
I got in those, and so that was cool. And so the end.
No, that's a big deal.
Sure. There's not a lot of people that do both. There were several of us, I think.
Why? Because they don't cross over, or the people don't think of themselves as...
I think it's because they're both... One, there are people that just pick a lane, like, oh, no, I do Google. Oh, no, I do Apple. But the main thing is it's hard. Because you literally Google Apple every 2 years, they let in about 150 people across the United States. That's across the entire North America. They let 150 every 2 years, so 75 people a year, essentially. And then Google lets in 42 people a year. And if the millions of educators, it used to be 36. They went up to 42 this year. First time ever.
Why those numbers?
Because they break you up into groups of 6.
Okay.
And so that's why they went, instead of just going up like 1 or 2, but they went up one group. And
kind of like a cult, but that's okay.
I mean, no, it's not, Neil. Like, it's really cool. You walk in, they give you this water bottle, and then there's like flavored drink in it, and then we all wore Keds. I don't know what that was all about.
Very comfortable.
No.
Also like to thank our new sponsor, Keds.
I messed up.
What?
You know what I did?
What?
There was black Nikes. That one cult.
I thought they were...
No, they were black Nikes because there was an SNL commercial where they were filming of it, and it said, and it showed all these clips, and then it said kids.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Well, to get both of those is it
was cool. It's whatever. I feel dumb talking about myself.
Honor. No, don't.
It's cool. And I met some really cool people, and I got to connect with some people. And my Google Innovator project ties in exactly with what I'm doing for my dissertation and for work. And so that was kind of cool that it gets to tie over. And so, I just got paired with a mentor, and I really like him. He's really dope. The end. Your turn.
Okay.
Go.
So, do you like The Far Side?
I honestly, I legitimately love The Far Side. Far Side, Foxtrot, Calvin and Hobbes, all of it. I love it.
So this one is technically in 2019. You may not know about it. I don't know.
I don't know anything about it.
I don't know if you've heard about it, but thefarside.com was announced about a month ago, and it just came out, and it's new comics every day. And you're going there right now.
I'm going. Literally, I am.
Yes.
I stopped this.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. We're quitting the
shut
podcast.
This down.
The Far Side or just Far Side?
The Far Side.
The Far Side.
Thefarside.com, and it should be live. We're going to find out.
It is the Daily Dose. Selections of the classic Far Side. I understand.
Yeah, it's all, they're basically saying instead of it just being in print anymore, they're now going to be posting there every single day.
Once a day. By Gary Larson.
Yeah. How cool is that?
That's very cool.
That was one of my, it's just so smart.
It is. Do they have an Instagram account where they do this too?
That would be even smarter.
Yeah.
Why could they not do that?
Well, they can put ads on here.
Come on.
They're playing. I was looking at basketball goals a while back. They're trying to sell me a basketball goal.
Dadgummit. So that's one of mine. It makes it top. Between Calvin and Hobbes and The Far Side, those were two of my absolute favorites, and I would look forward to seeing those.
Oh, yeah.
I would sit there. If we'd ever have to go to a bookstore or something like that, and my parents were over there researching something, I would just go over to that section, grab one of those books, sit on the floor, and just read it forever and not pay for it.
That's incredible. I used to do the exact same thing.
No.
I would go. My mom, she taught, and so whenever it was like around Christmas time, the few months leading up, she would work at Dillard's and the watch department to make extra money for Christmas presents and stuff. And so I would go to Walden Books, and I would sit on the floor and read Calvin Hobbes, Far Side,
Are you
Garfield.
Kidding me? You're messing with me.
1,000%. I can call my mom right.
I would do that. My parents did not. My mom didn't work at the.
Call mom.
Don't do it. She's gonna be so happy.
Well, that's fine. We need to keep talking until she answers. She's actually teaching school.
She's teaching right now?
Maybe.
Hey, honey.
Hey, Mom. This is Tyler.
Hey, Tyler. My favorite son.
Only second favorite kid behind Chelsea. Hey,
Listen, we've had this discussion too many times.
well, I know, and hey, a fox can say he's a cow all day. He's still a fox. Lies are lies. Hey, here's my thing. Wow. I'm talking to my friend Neil. You know Neil. Say hi to Neil.
Yes.
Hi. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Hi.
Can you slap him for me?
No, ma'am. You're my favorite, and so is he.
Mom, it's your mom. You're one of my top 3 favorite parents. Out of you and Dad. I'm kidding.
Now I know.
No, you're my favorite, Mom.
Yeah, because you know why? Because I go to your daddy when you want something.
I don't want anything from anybody. I don't need nothing from nobody. Mom, you're losing focus here. Okay, quick question. Whenever I was a kid, remember you used to work at Dillard's at that watch place?
Yes.
You remember I used to go do stuff. I would go to a certain store and do something whenever you were there. What was it?
You wanted a pair of sunglasses for sure.
Oh, I know that, but I didn't do that every time you went. I would go to the bookstore.
Okay.
What kind of books did I read? Do you remember what kind of books I read in like 5th, 6th, 7th grade?
A lot of self-help books.
5th and 7th grade, you wrote the Hobbit.
That was for school. Mom, you're losing your... Mom, you remember comic strips? How I was really into comic strips?
Oh, Garfield.
Yeah, Garfield, Foxtrot, Far Side,
Yes,
Calvin and
all
Hobbes.
Yes.
Wow.
Great job.
Mom, I love you. This could have been so much better, but like we were talking, Neil and I were talking, and he used to go sit in the bookstore and listen, or not listen, but read those. And I was like, I used to do that too, and he didn't believe me, so
Well, if I
you.
called my mom right now,
Neil,
she wouldn't answer
Neil.
the phone. So you're a step
Neil.
ahead. Yes, ma'am.
He speaketh the truth.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Thank you.
Hey, Mom.
You didn't raise
Matter
a
of
liar.
fact, do you have all those books, or I just still have them?
I think
Because I'm a hoarder.
you do. You are a hoarder. I need those back if you have them. I do have a couple on my shelf, but I would like because I had like every Calvin and Hobbes book they ever made.
I know. And I kept them all. I never got rid of them.
I know
What an
because we
incredible
talked
lady
about
you
this. You're
are.
a hoarder, but you're great, Mom.
That's
I
what I
love
meant.
you. Hey,
I'm a
you're
redhead.
awesome. Hey, thanks for being a good mom. Okay, love you, Mom.
Hey, listen. Hey, thank you
Okay.
for yesterday. You made it a wonderful day,
Oh,
and I was so proud of you. What an amazing prayer.
So
Hey,
good.
well, I just took pictures of my new nephew. That's all I did, Mom.
And you also had a wonderful prayer.
Such a
Well,
good
I was
oh,
man.
yeah, I
bragging on
prayed.
you today to teachers.
Such a good man.
It's fine. Like I'm just a real life-giving type of person.
You are.
I mean, I'll tell you this, Mom. Every time I ever prayed over everybody in that room, Chelsea had a kid. So that's all I'm saying.
1 for 1.
1 for 1.
1 for 1.
All right.
Hey, Neil, it's nice to speak to you.
Nice to speak to you too.
Bye, Mom.
Always a
I
pleasure.
see you on the y'all's little blips y'all do all the time.
What?
Yeah.
Blips.
What are they called? Blips.
Blips.com.
Hey, Mom, do you subscribe to our podcast? Neil,
Yes.
Tyler and Neil explain
I'm
everything.
Yes, I'm on it. Yes.
What's your favorite episode? This
Well,
is,
I hadn't watched in a while.
Which
it's
one?
listen, it's a podcast. You listen to podcasts.
It's not a podcast. It's the little.
You're talking about NLC Live. No, we quit doing that 7 months ago.
I love moms. Moms are just the
Oh,
best.
okay.
What do you do now?
No, Mom, I love you so much. You're so great. Okay.
Me too. Hey, but I do watch Johnny Carson tonight.
Okay. That doesn't help me at all. I need you to rate me 5 stars on the podcast app, or else
Go
this
to
is
our
over.
Patreon
I don't
page.
have the podcast app. I don't know how to do
Go
it.
to
Oh, my-
Patreon.
Patreon.com/Tyler Tarver. Oh, no, that's mine. I'm sorry, the wrong one.
Nah,
Tyler
that hurts.
slash explain everything.
This hurts.
All right, Mom, I gotta go. We gotta move on. I love you. Bye.
Oh my.
That went. What is
Exactly
it? What
like
does
I
it
thought it
Luke
was gonna
say
go.
in the episode 8? This is not going to go the
Yeah.
way you think.
That was it.
That was that conversation.
Oh my
She-
gosh.
Well, it was true. So
It was true.
I couldn't
It was
lead that
true.
horse to water, could I, Neil?
My gosh.
It rhymes with Smalvin and Smobs.
The Hobbit. No, Mom. Where did you used to go?
The Far Side. She wouldn't remember the Far
You went
Side.
over
My
to
dad
Auntie
would have.
Anne's pretzels and you stuffed your face. You were getting fat there as a kid, so we took you over to the Walden books and you sat there and read The Hobbit for 4 hours. And I was like, oh my gosh, our kid is going to amount to nothing.
He's a nerd. I'm selling watches for him to buy a book he's already read. I'm sweating. That was
I am
terrible
sweating.
idea.
That
I was
was
like, what is
incredible.
it? Where is this going? I'm like trying to get on the phone.
I didn't want it to ever end. We need to have her on more regularly.
Explaining Tyler's mom.
Also, I noticed that you got all the Patreon money to go directly to
I did
you
not
in
mean
that
to.
moment.
I say it in like all my YouTube videos. I'm like,
that was very good.
yeah.
Patreon.com/Tyler Tarver.
Slash explain everything.
All right,
Okay.
you're up
Is
next.
it my
Tyler.
turn?
Yes.
Okay. And I made up a name for this, but I want to, and it's not really a renaissance, but I felt like it fell into that, the Kanye-zance. Kanye
Whoa.
West and his like outward reflection of faith towards the Christian faith and the Jesus is King album. Like, I don't listen to music ever. I listen to podcasts or I do Marco Polos and I drive, a lot. And so that I don't listen to music. I'll put it in the background if I'm working, but I
You
don't
do
listen.
now.
I'll be like, oh, sit in my room, listen to my album. Like, I don't do that, which is fine. Do it if you want. But this I listen to like in the background, but I listen to it a lot in the background and it was really good.
It's amazing.
It's so good, man. And he announced too that he's coming out with Jesus is Born on Christmas Day.
It is going to happen?
Yep. They
Because
said-
that's
they
what
announced-
I'm like, my fingers are crossed. It might be like 3 or 4 songs. I don't really care.
They announced today.
That's so good.
Like, it's official. It's happening.
Okay, good.
And if it doesn't, I'm going to call Yay haters. When did I develop that laugh? It's like my podcast laugh.
I don't know.
I don't want to like, because my real laugh is like this yell laugh that's terrifying.
Whoa.
So I don't want to yell into the mic. So I'm like, Bill and Ted.
How do I put that on my top 10? I like that laugh.
Trash.
I like it.
All right, your turn.
Google Maps added VR in big cities to their maps.
Wow.
And no, I'm sorry, AR. not
Oh,
VR. Like,
even more.
I'm going to put my phone over my eyes so I can't see where I'm walking. No, AR.
AR stands for Arkansas.
And it is unbelievably helpful as you were just walking on the city streets, and it is telling you could see through buildings to where you're trying to get to. You can see what stores are there. So I was in San Francisco. I've done it where I've been in Los Angeles. I've been in New York City. I've been to a couple of places and been able to use it. And while you have that app open, you can just, like, if you're looking at a massive building, you can see what stores are in there and what your route would be to get to them. It's just very, very helpful. I just love Google.
I genuinely love Google. Do you like it more or less than Microsoft?
Oh, specifically Microsoft Outlook, or
All of the above.
it's what would infuriate you the most right
Well,
now?
I was going to say we're shutting this down if you pick one of those answers.
I don't like either one of them.
You don't like Google?
I like Google. I don't like any of the Microsoft products.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thank goodness it was close.
But you got a Surface tablet, right? Everybody got one of those.
Everybody has
and
one
a
of those.
Zoom.
yeah.
That worked out.
How did that go?
Keep sticking with your word there, Claire.
It didn't. Wow.
I don't know. No, I know somebody named Claire. I wasn't talking about you, Claire. She doesn't
not
use
you,
it. She
Claire.
uses Google.
No.
I was trying to say Karen because I was going to relate it back to
Karen.
Area 51, but I ruined it.
Nice job.
Well, no, Neil. I just admitted that it was a bad job. Okay.
I'm an encourager.
No, don't look.
How many more
oh,
do you
no,
have?
I just unplugged something. Okay. I got 2 more. How many you have?
I have 1 more.
Okay, good. Then we're on track.
No, I have 2 more.
Do you?
I have 2 more.
You looked at my screen. You're still one of mine.
I am not.
You're a liar.
Let's say it on the count of 3.
Here's mine. No, I got this one is not.
1,
2,
2, 3.
3.
Diabetes.
The same thing, right?
Oh my god.
Sorry, Neil.
It burns.
The diabetes?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that's how that worked. Okay. So I put this year's, and it's like a combination, the NBA playoffs, finals, and free agency.
Yeah.
It was
the best it's ever been.
And while I love Steph Curry, I like Kevin Durant, Clay, all them, I wanted the Warriors to win it all. The storyline behind it was one of the best. Like Kawhi, they were in Game 7 against the Sixers, and he won on a buzzer beater that bounced on the rim 5 times. If you saw that in a movie, you'd be like, you'd roll your eyes because you're like, this is not real. It happened.
Yep.
And it like the story of him coming there as a 1-year like mercenary, Toronto, then him choosing to go to the Clippers, and then KD going down and Clay going down, and
Drake.
Everything. Drake was there, and
Yeah, he was
everything that
everywhere.
happened, it was just the most. It's why I love the NBA, is because not only is it a sport, there's this whole. And it's not about like the drama. It's about the story. The
TNT
story
knows
of
drama.
all. TNT does know drama, and they have a lot of good
a lot
ones.
of NBA
Lot,
games
yeah.
on too.
And so I love the NBA this year. I thought it really took a huge step forward as far as its culture.
It was one of the best years for all the backstories, all the moving around, the free agency, and all of that. I would say it is only second to the year that
The Cavs won the finals.
Cavaliers won.
Now, granted, that was an amazing storyline. Do you
That's a
know
good
this?
storyline.
Going into Game 7 of the 73-win Warriors that just eked out a 3-1 comeback.
Yeah.
LeBron, what Clay said, him coming back 3-1, going into Game 7. Do you know that they had, because they had like a couple blowouts, like Cavs had a blowout,
Yeah.
Warriors had a blowout.
Yeah.
There's a couple close ones. They went into it with the exact same amount of total points.
No way.
To the point. Yeah, it was like 600 something. They had the exact same amount of total points against each other in the finals. Going into Game 7, it was completely even.
Can't make that up.
No, it was incredible. And you got the Cavs who are running on like top notch. You got
Fumes.
the Warriors. No, the Warriors running on fumes. They just done a record breaking season. And so
So hard.
Steph was still
to
hurt.
be a winner for that long. It's difficult.
It really is. I don't know this personally because I'm a
Dellavedova.
I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? What was that? Black hole sun. Sorry, go ahead. Okay, the NBA. That was it. So what's
good.
your second to last one?
I'm going to say autonomous vehicles.
Oh yes.
There are. I'm trying to think. It was the state of California just approved autonomous light duty trucks for commercial purposes for deliveries. There's UPS has started doing it. The Postal Service has started doing it. There are so many more autonomous vehicles. I just think they're safer. They are cheaper to operate. There's just so many things that are good about it.
Quicker. You don't have to take a
Yeah.
nap on the side of the road.
Yeah, I like that. I like it. I think it is a huge step forward. And yeah, you're going to have a lot of truck drivers that are going to be like, "What about my job? What about all kind of stuff?"
They took our job. That's I mean, this is the future Andrew Yang is warning us about.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
Andrew. Thanks.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
I
do you?
don't know Andrew Yang.
He's one of the people running for president.
Oh yeah,
He's the one that's
I do.
like,
Yes.
hey, he wants to do the
Yeah.
thing where everybody, the freedom dividend, where everybody gets $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
By taxing Google and Amazon.
I read an article about that.
Yeah, because they're taxed $0 a year. That was his idea. I'm not saying I support it. I'm just telling you. It doesn't matter. He's not going to be like the candidate. But
gonna do it.
he's talking about automation. He said that,
That's
in
where it's at.
like 10 years, that's 2.7 million people.
Yeah,
that
that's going to
aren't
be
legit
brutal.
truck drivers that don't have jobs. So, okay.
gonna be
My
tough.
turn?
Yeah.
Last one.
Okay.
This is legit. And this was on my list. It wasn't
Okay.
my last one I wrote down, but I saved it to the end.
Okay.
This podcast.
No,
Dead serious.
I have podcasts right there.
Like just
it's
podcasts
the year
in general?
of the podcast.
You're the I put this podcast. But yeah, I almost put all podcasts, but sorry, Amanda, this is the
Yeah.
only one I care about.
This is
That's why we've only done 5 episodes. No, we do that because I'm like, you want to record? And you're like, I want to watch a TV show. I'm like, okay. Well, next time. But yeah, we have one too.
You should
But
do it with her while she's watching her TV show.
I should. She would be super distracted.
Yeah, and you could get her to say anything you want.
Yep, that'd be the podcast of my dreams. Agree to this. I want that basketball goal.
I would listen. I would watch that podcast with like
sick.
your mom watches all of our
Oh my
podcasts.
gosh.
I actually do. Podcasts in general this year took a massive uptick.
It's huge, man.
Yeah.
It's why? Because you can
dream.
do two things at once.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yep.
People are probably right now. What do they think they're doing? They could be out there farming and harvesting crops while they're listening to this.
They could. I'll tell you this. The only thing they're not doing, still listening to this podcast because we've been talking way too long.
No, this is right now. This is actually our longest podcast ever, but it's the best of 2019.
It's the best of 219.
You're the best. Whoa, I'm never gonna let you down.
What Frankenstein group of 80s songs did you just
It was the Karate Kid theme song. You're the best around.
Never gonna let you keep me down.
Yeah, that was it.
You did. You're the best. Woo. We're gonna
We have no way to tell if that's what I did. It wasn't being recorded.
no way to hit that backwards 30 seconds. Neil,
right.
it's been a good year.
It's been a great year.
Thanks for everything. I'd say this has been a trademark year for us.
I would say that it definitely has been a real banner year for us.
Yeah.
Some might even say a trademark year.
It really is.
Yeah.
Guys, you know what? I'm not going to ask anything of you since this is our last episode of 2019, except for go to our patreon.com/explain everything and support us so that we can pay for the equipment to do this podcast.
And our technical team, our technical director, our grounds crew,
Our producers. Our second directors.
some of our maintenance men.
Yeah. Our tall people we keep on staff just for
mechanics.
intimidation. We've got our people wearing overalls to look like they're working. We got those people that do push-ups in the background to keep us motivated to watch them do push-ups.
Yep.
You've got people that are tall, that are small, that are here, that are tall.
We have people that-
trying to turn into Dr. Seuss. Like a terrible Dr. Seuss. All right, man. Thanks again for coming.
Thank you so much.
To this podcast. If y'all could rate it 5 stars, Neil would
That would
appreciate
be
it.
incredible.
Nobody's doing that anymore. By
I
the
would
way.
appreciate it.
If you care about Neil at all, do it. Or you're a loser. So thank you guys so much.
Wow.
And Neil, thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Bye.